I'm talking about the origins of special effects makeup in movies today. And these two pictures here are some of the work I've done. So, special effects makeup started in movies in the 1900s with black and white television. It mostly consisted of putty, mortician's wax, and spirit gum. And of course it was for horror, sci-fi, supernatural, and fantasy movies. Woo! So the first pioneer was Jack Pierce. He was the makeup artist for Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and he learned by using medical and surgical books as references. Quote from him: "The sole reason for any makeup, and particularly a character makeup, is not to proclaim the skill of the artist or the actor, but to help tell the story." Woo! Which, is obviously very important. Some fun facts. Frankenstein took 6 hours to create. It simulated a cut-open skull that was reclosed. Dracula, the actor's face was painted green to create a ghostly effect on the black and white TV. And the Mummy was inspired by the appearance of Ramses III. The next pioneer is Lon Chaney, who was a self-service artist. He was known for his versatility, and he was casted in over 150 movies due to his skills. Man of 1,000 faces. One of the ones he was known for was Hunchback of Notre Dame. He created a hump out of plaster and strapped it onto his back, which caused him to stay bent over. He also was in Phantom of the Opera, where he used black grease paint and some adhesive to lift his nose in between his eyebrows. It's rumored that he had nosebleeds the entire time during filming, so it's kind of a fun thing. All right, then we have Wally Westmore. He was the head of the makeup department in Paramount Pictures in 1926. He was there for a total of 41 years.
Wow.
He's known for his on-screen transformation and groundbreaking techniques. He was a makeup artist for Jekyll and Hyde. Hyde was painted that green color again to create the ghostly effect, and Dr. Jekyll was painted red to create a dark and scary look. Latex was also used in this movie for the first time. It was liquid rubber at the time and caused tearing to the point where the actor had to be in the hospital for 2 weeks after having their face ripped off. Then we have The Wizard of Oz, the 1930s. It was the first film with foam latex pieces involved, and Jack Dawn was the main artist for this film. Another fun fact, Tin Man actually died of mercury poisoning because of the aluminum dust and glue used to paint him to create that silver color. So, yeah, sorry. In the 1950s, obviously, the makeup kind of increased a bit with sci-fi movies and monster and creature creation. Rubber suits and latex became a thing. We have The Black Lagoon, which obviously is a very popular film at its time. That was the first film that used a bodysuit molded of sponge rubber and latex and cost $12,000 to create. Then we have our horror movies, gore, supernatural, and murder. And of course, The Exorcist, which is known to be the first real horror film of the century that actually pushed the boundaries. All right. Then Planet of the Apes. All right. John Chambers, actually, he was the makeup artist for this film. He worked in the military hospital and created prosthetics for mutilated and disfigured soldiers. So he decided to move to Hollywood instead, and he was sick of it. So he made some prosthetics for Planet of the Apes. Then we have Dick Smith, who was known as the godfather of makeup, who created ready-made prosthetics for colored television, and some of his techniques are still used. The Alien movie, 1979. Rick Baker was the artist for this. The alien was sculpted from plastic vertebrae from snakes. Were used for actually forming it, cooling tubes, and it took 1 month to make. And then we have 21st century FX makeup and CGI. This is where we're at now. It just enhances the look of special effects makeup to be more realistic and persuade the audience more. And then, of course, what do we like more? I'm personally a fan of the old school movies, but that's just me. There's kind of an example of the difference. And I think a little more gnarly and gross. So.
Hey!